a lot of work to be done. I didn't think I was gonna be a climate person. That this life chose me from birth because of where I was born and raised and what was being put into my body without my permission. And so that's how I take care of myself. By taking care of myself, making sure that I'm advocating for myself and other people that don't already know what's happening to us. I wanted to think about that because, again, it was Earth Day on Thursday, and it's only been 51 Earth Days. But the Earth has been in play and doing this thing. Mother Earth has been here for a long, long time.
Wow.
And she'll continue to be here for a long, long time. It's whether or not we're going to be here for a long, long time. And if we're going to be here, are we going to be here and be good? Or are we just going to be surviving like we've been surviving and dealing with trauma? Or are we actually going to get to a point where we can thrive? Where we're flourishing, we're blossoming like these flowers, these trees, right? We have that right, we deserve that. And Afrofuturism shows us that. Wakanda shows us that there's no reason for us to be suffering. We take care of each other, we take care of the land as we're supposed to be. And so we need to dive into that more and more in all of the areas of our environment.
From this experience, I guess I could say, when you think about how the earth and the planet is, and it's not bad, but it's the people and what we do with the resources we have that makes it not seem as great as we want it to be. And there's a lot of ways we can change and manipulate the things we do to just make our world better. Just like we were saying earlier, Earth Day is every day. At least that's how I see it. Every day I'm trying to improve myself. That way I can help influence other people to make this earth better for our future generation and us now currently. And we need a whole group of people to do this. This can't be done singularly or something that can be, one man held. So when I think about Earth Day or bettering the earth, I think of it as a communal thing that we as people need to get together and try to change for the better.
Yeah. All right.
Also, we need to look at people in power who know what they're doing. They know they're doing. They've had the studies for years. It's just like when I was growing up in the '90s or whatnot, and they were like coming at tobacco companies, and then they found out that they had studies knowing that it caused lung cancer and it killed people and things like that. But they know that they put research in it. It is profitable, and they know what they're doing. And so the same way you look at different plants, whether it's car factories or like my grandfather used to work for Bethlehem Steel, put mad pollution into the atmosphere, you know what I mean? And then they were hiding the fact, and we didn't know at the time. We just like, yo, we need some jobs. They're like, yo, we got the park up here, South Buffalo. Yo, we know you live on the east side, but we're gonna give you a little place to live, like in Lackawanna or whatnot. We're gonna house you for the week, you go home for the weekend to your family, things like that. And then when they retire, they got black lung and lung disease and things like that. So, so as much as we do need to take care of ourselves, we also need to look at people in power and what they're doing. And people, they have resources. They have resources to help curb and stop many of the effects that are going on. Karshina said we need to take pride in our community and we need to heal. We need to love one another, we need to heal, and then we need to support. So if we have people, so like in the tribe, we have Gio, we have Monica, and that's their thing. Climate is their thing, you know what I'm saying? And if we can, then we show up and we support when they do, you know what I'm saying? And then if you have a family or friends that are doing something in housing, then we show up and we do that. If we have family and friends that are doing something with the justice system and incarceration, then we show up and do it. So it may feel overwhelming and it may feel like the odds are against us, but whatever you're most passionate about, go fully and then just help support along the way.
But if we're not taking care of ourselves, then how can we be helpful to everybody else? And that's what I'm learning as far as myself. I take care of everybody else around me, but I'm not eating right. So now I'm trying to take responsibility for myself. That way I can get out here and I can, do the support of where I need it at. So I know we have to take care of ourselves as first as well.
Thank you for that. As a fellow caretaker, I know that for a fact. Every time these natural catastrophes happen, it's because Mother Earth feels attacked. by what is happening to her, and she's trying to find equilibrium. She's trying to find a sense of, okay, I'm on my way to being okay again. And a lot of what's happening to Mother Earth is because of what we're doing to her, right? Drilling deep into the earth to get oil, to get gas for greed. But at the end of the day, we're not profiting from that greed. Just like in Wakanda, in Black Panther, right? Vibranium was something that people wanted, and that specifically white people and European people wanted to make money off of. Not how Wakandans were using it as a way to fulfill and fuel each other in a way that is healing and loving and communal. And so that's the same thing that is happening on Earth.
Yep.
So I took Black Panther to like literally, because that's literally what's happening. The natural resources of our Earth are being extracted, exploited, and we are also a natural resource. And we are exploited and extracted from and killed off for the benefit of profit of just a few, right? And so we need to see ourselves as that, as being under attack, because we really are. We're being poisoned to death as we speak, and especially more so in our own communities as Black and brown and poor communities. And we don't have to live that way. So we need to make sure that we're holding people accountable that need to be held accountable. There's people that represent us in wherever we live. They're called legislators, they're called common council members, they're called state reps, Congress people. They make decisions for our lives, whether we know about them or not. And so everything we experience is linked back to a law, linked back to a system. And if we're not holding these people responsible, like, yo, what the hell are you doing? Why are you not advocating for us? And if they're not hearing us or listening to us and advocating for us, then they need to get the hell out. And we need to put our own people in positions to represent us the way we need to be represented. Youth advocating, meeting with their legislators, stopping different policies that are really harmful from happening. And so we need to be advocating like that in Buffalo, because we're at risk. As the second biggest city in the whole state, Buffalo is going to continue getting hit with more and more people. Because New York City is the most populated city in the state. It's already overcrowded as hell. It's already seeing a lot of climate catastrophes. Buffalo is a climate refuge city. So what that means, those millions of people in New York City will eventually want to come to Buffalo. It's going to kick people out that have been here for a long time, because this is a safer city than New York City that's surrounded by water and can and might most likely will be underwater in just a couple decades. There's a lot of work to be done. I didn't think I was gonna be a climate person. This life chose me from birth because of where I was born and raised and what was being put into my body without my permission. And so that's how I take care of myself. By taking care of myself, making sure that I'm advocating for myself and other people that don't already know what's happening to us.